Sup YouTube, Anthony here with a new vlog. Yeah, the video I had the 5 things about me, video, I took that down because, it's not me. Um, that's just, that's just what I've been going through lately. A lot of you guys know about my breakup with Haley. It's definitely really hit me hard. It's kind of a very touchy subject for me to even talk about right now. But yeah, I felt like she was the world to me. Um, I honestly wanted to marry her. Um, but that was because of guilt. In all honesty, I'm a Christian, but I backslid. I had sex with her. Um, which in Christianity, that's one of the biggest, most frowned upon things you could do, especially because I'm going into the ministry, and that's just before I was fully devoted to God and before I got saved. So yeah. Um, but yeah. Mom, if you're watching this, I came out. I did. Um, This is one thing I definitely feel really. I liked it, but that's one thing I do regret. Like, just the act. I don't regret who I had it with, because actually, now I kind of do, but if you asked me back then, I would have said no. But now it's, no, I honestly do. I felt really depressed. I still kind of am, but I'm just giving it all to God right now. God is the one who takes the weight off things. He's the one. He's the deliverer, and I know he can deliver me from this. The sadness, the anger, and I knew something was up. Like, second she started hanging out with the guy she cheated. This is like she's cheated on me more than once with this guy. I'm just an idiot and just went back to her. But yeah, I found out she started hanging out with the guy again. I'm like, okay, this is a little sketchy. So I keep questioning her about it, and then she said no, and then I finally found out that I got out of her that she made out with him a few hundred times, I'm guessing by now. I don't know. And then she's done more with him. I'm not going to say what because that's just rude. Um, but yeah, this is just really hurting me. But I know God's going to deliver me from this, and I have the good support of my friends here at college. I got my brothers on the floor who know about this. Yeah, I want this to be an encouragement that you guys, if you guys are going through the same thing, just give it to God. God, and just make sure. Like, my struggle is right now though is like I want to be friends with her, but it's not exactly going to help me in the long run. So I just deleted her number out of my phone. I'm just gonna try not to talk to her on Facebook. She's never really on anyway. So yeah. She doesn't use Twitter or YouTube or anything, so that's not a problem. But yeah. Like, I just want to encourage you guys. Like, if you guys are going through any trouble like this, like, there's a God out there, and if you guys, with my viewers, if you guys aren't Christian or anything, like, I've been through a lot in my life. I come from a broken home. Like, I know this is gonna like turn into my testimony, but I want this to happen. I come from a broken home. My dad was a raging alcoholic and a druggie. He tried to kill me when I was God knows how many years old. My mom walked into the house and she saw like black and blue marks around my neck, like he tried to choke me to death. So, and then a few years passed. My mom finally kicked him out, and they got divorced. That was definitely a hard time for me. And then I was five when that happened. Before I started a year before I started school, and then I started school and everything like that, and I felt like I was the only one. I was lonely. And then my mom got saved from an old family friend who is now up in heaven. He brought my mom back to church, and then I got involved with the Pioneer program, which is like Royal Rangers for other churches. If you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So then like I didn't exactly knew what Christianity was I was saved like I got saved when I was 15, but then I fell out. I had a fallout with God and everything like that. I was and then I at a retreat um before I came here. It was like a year before I came here. I was praying to God. I'm like, I recommitted my life to God, and then He gave me my calling to youth ministry, or not even sure if it's just youth ministry in general. He just called me to help people, to use my testimony of that I came from a broken home, and He wants me to be the father to the fatherless, like He was to me and the men of my church, my youth pastor. Um, this is definitely like a really hard thing for me to talk about, but I just want to be an encouragement to all you guys out there that give it to God. Like, if you guys want to like personal message me, I can share more about God and everything like that. Um, yeah. So I was going through with Haley. I was going through like deep depression. I was thinking about maybe the world is better without me type stuff like that. Like, wasn't I was contemplating suicide, but I wouldn't go through with it, like because I knew I that wouldn't really be the right thing, and I knew people here loved me and cared about me. So I would never do anything like that. I do have my insecurities. I do. People take hits at me about my unibrow. Like seriously, like I take care of it. I just don't have my tweezers. Like, but I'm very insecure of myself. But I still know God's gonna use me. He's gonna use those insecurities to His advantage for His kingdom. Um, but yeah, definitely listen to this. Definitely take this. Um, I just hope this is an encouragement to you guys. That even though you're going through a tough time, you can get through it. Just have a good set of friends that will back you up and not that will back you up and give it all to God or whatever you worship or your religion is. Yeah, this is Wingnet 101 signing out. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.